Oh, having another anime binge session on Netflix, I see. Oh, wait, don't press that button. Hello everybody and welcome to the Anime Lodge. My name is Aaron and I will be your host during your stay here. Now, there are only two things that I believe wholeheartedly. One is that birds definitely have batteries, and the other is that you should never skip the opening to an anime.
Never ever?
Never, ever, ever.
Let me know down in the comments if you do skip the opening, and if so, let me know why. I'm going to run through 3 reasons why I think you should never do so, and then later I'm going to talk about some reasons why I think people do like to skip openings. But regardless, first reason is that anime openings are just great songs, if we're not even talking about the visuals. Now I know not every song is great, and maybe some aren't your taste, but in the words of the great anime pope, a great anime opening can serve as a kick-ass music video in its own right. And now if you're telling me that these J-rock and J-pop songs don't slap, then you probably don't like other fun things like puppies or cotton candy, and that's fine, but I'm telling you that they are definitely worth checking out sometimes just for those songs alone. Transitioning to the second reason, it's a part of the experience of a show. Some songs are downright iconic. Tank from Cowboy Bebop, the Soviet national anthem from the Soviet Union, I imagine. A Cruel Angel's Thesis from Neon Genesis. Some anime have openings that are so tied to the identity of the show that honestly, if you told me, hey, I watch anime, I watched Cowboy Bebop, but I skipped the opening, I would argue that you didn't watch Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, you sat down and you watched, the episodes, but did you actually experience what other anime viewers are getting to experience by sitting down and watching the opening? Which is going to take us into our last reason, which is anime openings are intended. They are intentional pieces of animation that a group of animators sat down and put at the beginning of each episode for a reason. That minute and 30 seconds was, 1, made by somebody, so they sat down and they put the effort to make that, and 2, it sets the tone for every single episode. A good opening knows how to get you in the right headspace. If it's like a mystery show, something like The Perfect Insider, which has a fantastic opening by the way, it sets you up exactly for what every episode's gonna be. If it's something, action-packed or hype, if we're talking about something like Demon Slayer, get you in the headspace, or even Haikyuu, those openings, they all get you ready for what you're about to watch. And I know what you may be thinking, you may be saying, but Aaron, I have my good reasons why I skipped the opening, and no, you don't. I joke, by the way, but I'm trying to tell you why I think people skip openings. Now, one reason I hear is it's gonna spoil the show. Now, some openings immediately do spoil a show, but I think a large majority of them don't. I think a lot of times they subtly hint at things that are going to happen in a show, and usually that just makes them better when you get to that point and you're like, oh my god, that's what that thing is referencing. It's referencing episode 10 when that thing happened, and usually you don't know that's going to happen, and either unless someone told you that's a spoiler, or it's obviously blatant, like if it shows a character death or something, which I don't see very often, and honestly in my opinion, who knows, maybe let me know. I also hear some other reasons, like I've seen it once already, why do I need to watch it again? Or I'm so invested in the show that I want to just skip. But I'm not sure about these things, because honestly that just sounds like impatience to me. Like I've seen it once, or I want to just watch the show. Like, I mean, it's a minute and 30 seconds. Is that really a lot of time? And honestly, I think you're getting a lot out of watching it, as I've already stated some of my reasons. Maybe someone could bring up the example. They say, hey Aaron, if I'm binging a 24 episode show and I skip the opening, which most openings sit in an average length of a minute and 30 seconds, wouldn't I be saving approximately 36 minutes of my own time? Well, my very mathematical viewer, you would be correct. However, maybe you shouldn't binge anime, but that is a conversation for another day. All I wanted in this video was to just highlight some reasons why I think people should pay more attention to anime openings, because they are great songs. Sometimes they have some of the best animation in a show. They know how to convey a story in a minute and 30 seconds, and they are able to highlight the tone of a series and get viewers in the right headspace. So honestly, I don't think you should skip that anime opening. I would honestly watch it and see where it takes you. Anyways, that is all for me, and I will be seeing you next time you checking out the lodge.
Take it away, Penny!